Happy Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am here. It is thundering and lightning, and we haven't even started getting the rain yet. So, this is going to be a super quick live. Hi, Shirley. Hi, military mom. Hi, Roslyn. Because I've got a feeling that the internet is going to act a fool once the rain moves into the area. So if you hear me or see me, hi Vader, a little bit jumpy, it is because the thunder and the lightning is very, very close. Hi, phenomenal personality. So I don't know. Hi, Kim Johnson. Um, I am not sure how many of you know or remember. Hi, Lucinda Quimbley. But 2 years ago, yesterday, the tribe was formed in the windy city of Chicago. It was not by date, right? Because I'd have to go back to Eventbrite and figure out when the actual date of the meetup was. But it was the Saturday before Memorial Day that we all got together in Chicago at the Embassy Suites on a big party bus at the Chicago Premium Outlets in Aurora, and we formed the tribe. So I'd like to say happy birthday to the tribe, to all of my tribe sisters, to all of the amazing people that I have met throughout this journey. I'd like to say a huge, amazing bravo to all of the content creators that were interested in a group of crazy ladies that were interested in handbags and decided that, you know what? I can do this too. I'm going to start my own channel. That we were giving each other tips and tricks and how to start and live stream and all of this stuff while we were together 2 years ago. And here we are 2 years and a day later, and we are celebrating our second tribe birthday. The anniversary of the first birthday, we actually had a birthday party last year, the Saturday before Memorial Day in Charlotte. And we got together and we ate and we shopped and got to meet some new people and hang out with some people that we'd already met before. And it was absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, this year, due to all the things that are going on in the world, that wasn't possible. But I did not want to let the weekend get away without saying happy anniversary, happy birthday to the tribe. Now, I want to do a little bit, and I am moving y'all because I'm telling you, this weather, we had a wave of thunderstorms that came through Friday night and last night, and they make for really good nap weather. But I grew up in the South, and that was the time that both my mother and my grandmother said, sit down, shut up, while the Lord is doing his work. So I got to hurry up and get off of here. First thing I want to do is say that for the last 3 weeks, this is what I carried. And oh my goodness. Let me tell you, the only reason that I switched out of this last night was so that I could actually switch into a Dooney bag because it just felt like it was the most appropriate thing to do for the tribe birthday. Now, this color, perfect. Lightweight bag, fits all of my everyday carry, perfect shoulder drop. The only thing is it does not have feet under the bottom. But other than that, I have been very, very, very pleased and pleasantly surprised by this carry. This is the Coach Central Zip Tote in the color Tote. And it has been absolutely amazing. Like for the last 3 weeks, and I can't say that I've been out a ton. Like I've not been out of the house every day. But when I have gone out, whether it's to Costco or Sam's or the farmer's market or the drugstore or the grocery store or to pick up food, this has worked. And I have had it on with everything from a business suit because I had to be on Zoom for a meeting. I have had it on with shorts and a t-shirt. I've had it on with jeans and a t-shirt. I've had it on with sweats because we got back down to the low 50s in Georgia, so it felt like winter here. And this bag worked with them all. I even ended up putting on my puffer jacket because it was a rainy kind of cold day, and I had on like a thin top and short sleeves, and I was cold, so I was able to put that on and use this with absolutely no issues. I would absolutely purchase this again. To my tribe sister, VPW underscore Leo 21. I think I got it committed to memory now. You have caused me with this bag to become fully addicted to my bag organizer. And it made switching my bags last night like a 30-second gig. And the only reason it took that long, and I'll show you why in here just a second, is because I had to do a little bit of maneuvering, and I had wipes that were separate from the purse organizer, and I also had some stuff in the pocket like receipts and gum, business cards that I needed to move over that were not in the organizer. Other than that, I was able to do what I'm going to call a jiffy switch. Now, what I moved into is only because DJ King and I have been having this conversation about purple accessories, purple bags. Where do you find them? What do we have? What do we need? What have we ordered? Purple bags from the past. Looking at purple bags on places like Pinterest or Poshmark, or just to try to get a feel for what's out there, what to kind of look for. Now, I have purple bags in my collection, and at this purchase is actually going to send M Squares to the Enabler Corner. She can join Valerie, VPW underscore Leo 21, and DJ King all over on the top floor of the Enabler penthouse. But it was about this time last year, M's was on ILD. And I do not know how the conversation about purple bags, or I don't know if we were even talking about purple bags, but what I do remember us talking about is the Dooney and Bourke Addison. And that Addison came in large and Addison came in a small, and there were a couple of us that were getting ready to go to the Bahamas for our tribe trip, and we were looking at Addison as to whether or not it would work as a beach bag and who had them and whether we were going to use them and all this other stuff. And I have a large Addison in mint. If you recall, I carried her on a business trip, and it was amazing size, but the straps were the death of me by the end of the week and all of the crap that I had added into my bag. So she has been designated purely as a poolside or beach bag. I cannot foresee me traveling with her again. But what I did do was, when M's sent the tribe text saying, hey, there's a purple small Addison on ILD, and it was like $67. I thought, let me just go ahead and pull the trigger. So that's what I did, and that's what I moved into last night, and here she is. Pat to the gills, but I absolutely love the color. Now, what I will say is that my purse organizer is in here. It feels, have you ever seen like those memes on like Facebook or other social media platforms, and this time of year you see like the picture, they don't show the woman, but all you see is like this sandal and this fat foot that is protruding and bubbling and rippling out over the edge of these sandals. That's what I feel like after going from having room to spare in here, right? To this one being like if it's almost y'all, I had to shake and shimmy and tuck and pull and push, and I was determined everything that I had in there was gonna need to go in here, because last night was not about really a bag switching as much as it was getting prepared for today because of the tribe birthday party. And of course, I needed to talk about Dooney. I mean, Dooney is what brought us all together. But here's what I want to point out. Shoulder drop on this one is actually, once you have it weighed down, the shoulder drop actually isn't bad, because but she's weighed down, so there's not there's some weight that's actually pulling here, so that you get just a smidgen of extra room in the shoulder drop. Now, the butt on this bag is not the same butt that's on this bag. It might, I think maybe it's 5, maybe 5. My organizer, I think, has the 6-inch butt. But look at, so like this corner is pretty good. Now she does have a little bit of extra room. I'm gonna, little bit, because I was able, and I'm gonna show you the inside in a minute because she's stuffed, she's packed. But I was able to slide down on the side a full pack of wipes, because you just can't leave home with them. But as you can tell, because it's not as smooth. Now, wallet, I think it was my tribe sister, Phenomenal Personality. I think she found the wallet that Carmen and I have, which is this one here. What I noticed in switching is that this does not have any purple in it. It has blue, it has dark blue, it has some pink, but it doesn't have purple. But you know what? I'm not changing. It's in here. So it does go, though. I like it together. I guess I should turn it around to the front. I do like it together, but there isn't any purple front or back in this wallet. But it's what I'm using because I'm being lazy and I don't want to switch wallets. That's just a fact. I get everything I need in here. I'm keeping the wristlet strap on because every once in a while, this is all I need to run out with. And like if I'm just running around the corner to, pick up pizza or burgers or whatever, this is all I need, because when I leave, I already got wipes and hand sanitizer in the car. I'm leaving out with a mask on. I just need my wallet. And then when I get back home, you scrub back down to make sure. Does the doodle have purple? I'm not sure. DJ King, who else has the doodle? Can you answer that question about whether or not doodle has purple? I cannot remember. My Fitbit band has purple on it today, but I am at a place where I am refusing right now to switch out of this wallet. So whatever I am carrying, whatever I switch into, this is what I'm using, and I continue to use it even with this one. And I absolutely loved the combo together, because even though this is taupe, like the little mustard yellow and the white, I just felt like it coordinated very well. For those of you that may not have been a part of the live when this was revealed, this is actually Anne Klein, and this was picked up at TJ Maxx. All right, here is, let me make sure I don't have, all right, it is the exact same stuff that was in my bag the other week when I showed y'all what was in it, and you were like, oh my God, everything's in there? Yeah, because that's my usual everyday carry with 9,000 lippies, with a full thing of wipes, with a pen case, with face spray, with hand lotion of different varieties, with cortisone cream because stuff bites me and I end up I'm allergic to stuff, allergy meds, sunglasses in a big HB case, wipes and gloves for on the go. Yeah, so I know. Here comes the judgment. So here she is. So when I switched into this last night, DJ King and I were having a conversation, and the first thing she asked me was, will it snap? And yes, it will snap if I take out my pencil case from Coach, if I take out my wallet, it will snap, and it will not stay snapped once I pick it up because of the weight and because of the fact that the bag organizer is slightly wider than the butt of the bag. So when I pick it up, the weight spreads across the bottom of the bag, which pulls at the top, which means that it will not stay snapped. Besides, I would never carry the bag without my wallet. Now, I could live without the pen case. Is Regina in here? Regina, I emailed you at like probably 3 o'clock this morning. Okay. So it will not snap. The Coach one will zip with no issues with the wallet standing straight up. The only reason I did not keep the wallet on its side is because I didn't want my catch-all cosmetics standing up on its side because it's awkward, it's odd, it was throwing off the balance of my bag, so I felt like I needed to keep it laying down, and it was better for me to have the two, probably most, this will probably be okay if I, thing running out for errands, but I would not travel with this bag unless I switched into a much smaller wallet so that it was not so easy. Because I mean, look at it. It is right. That's the top of the bag, and the Coach pencil case is actually level with the top of the bag. So it's not going to fashion house. That for those of you that purple is your favorite color, it really, dare I say, orange. Those colors seem to be really hard to find on a frequent basis in new items. Am I reconnected? Because I think the storm is getting close. I can hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it. But there's a lot of thundering I'm hearing in the background. All right, are y'all there? All right, so everybody's there. All right, so I switched into it. We'll see over the next couple of weeks if I stay in it. The straps seem to be okay on this one, but again, the only outing has been out of the vault, upstairs for a switch, back downstairs, back upstairs. I don't know why I'm moving my bag around. I think it's just so that I can say that I'm using them. Am I the only one? Like, even when I go into the office in the mornings, I will take the bag that all my stuff is in just in case I need my debit card or credit card or whatever throughout the course of the day for lunch or orders or whatever. But then lately, if there's a bag that I've been debating about, like the courier, she's been hanging out with me. And I know I had several of you that asked on Instagram and DMs and even in the comments on what I decided about the So every style of bag in Elm that I have seen on Coach, I have absolutely fallen in love with. And I'm going to blame Amy Elizabeth because I saw her Emery in Elm and absolutely fell in love with it. And I saw Lucinda Quimbly's Rambler in the color Elm, absolutely loved it. So I'm sitting here looking at my bag and I'm like, why do I feel like my bag doesn't look like the same color as theirs? Is it because it's a shoulder bag or theirs is a shoulder bag or a crossbody, or what's keeping me from absolutely loving this bag? And I had this conversation with Rosalind Ellis. I've also had it. I think I may have had it with DJ King, but I know I had it with Rosalind. That I just had not figured out what was going to be the purpose of this bag in my collection. And I have this amazing black and taupe houndstooth winter coat, trimmed in leather, leather buttons, tied in the waist. It is absolutely phenomenal. And it needs to go into the cleaners, but it has this 70s vibe to it. And I've had the coat for years, haven't worn it for years. But I've always said that I wanted to keep it in my collection, that I would, at some point get back to the point where I would wear it. Well, given the fact that Courier was kind of a 70s, it is, it's a remake of the 70s original Courier from Coach. That taupe and that coat, with both of them giving 70s vibe, when I finally was going through the closet and pulled the two of them together, I absolutely melted the way that I did when I first saw the picture online in that color, and I decided that she is absolutely going to stay and remain a part of the collection. Now, I have been back and forth on the Pacific Blue, and I think instead of pulling the trigger on Pacific Blue, because I've pulled the trigger on a couple of blue purchases lately, I think I'm going to hold out and see if Coach is going to remake that bag in a couple of other colors, like the hibiscus without the snake. I don't need the snake on it. I would just want the hibiscus. Are they going to make it in a red? Just plain, absolute, gorgeous, stunning, smooth, true red. And I would also like to see if they are going to make it in boysenberry, because all three of those colors would absolutely be coming into my collection. I've got visions of them in my head. I just haven't seen them because I don't think they exist yet. But I have faith in Coach that before 2020 is over, though that bag, the Courier, is going to be available in those colors. Fingers crossed. Send up a little prayer. Drop a comment. If you're watching the replay, drop a comment in the live chat if you would like to see it in any of those colors. And if not, what additional colors would you like to see the Courier in? And please make sure that you indicate whether or not you're just looking for the smooth leather, or whether you're looking for like a color block combo or color block with snake detail combo. I'm really curious, would like to review your comments and see what is of interest to you. All right, I've got like less than 5 minutes to go. I'm going to see if I can do it. I felt like 2 years with the tribe that I needed to go back old school, so to speak, and do a Dooney reveal. I'm going to call it a reveal. And it is one of the only ways today that I can see myself with the color chestnut with no hesitation, and that is in the travel pieces. So here is the Dooney and Bourke bowler duffel in the color chestnut. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, some of you may be thinking, it looks really masculine. Maybe. What I like about it is the fact that it looks like true luggage, like a true travel piece that can take, the dings and bruises and getting tossed around and sitting on the counter and on the seat and at the TSA and all that other stuff. So I picked her up. Now, usually I don't like my Florentine with a bunch of stuffuses going on the leather, but in my travel pieces, I'm actually okay with it because it's gonna get dinged up, scratched up, bruised up, and I'm okay with this. Now, this piece would likely end up being like a carry-on piece for me. It does not have any outside pockets on the sides or front or back. It does have feet and an amazing butt. On the back, maybe this is this is the front. It has Dooney and Bourke here in the leather. And then on the back, it has the crest. Do y'all see all the texture and stuff in that? That's what travel pieces, like that's how you know that your bag has not been sitting at home. Even though this one has been sitting at home. This one has. But whenever I'm at the airport and I am a watcher of people and bags at the airport, particularly if I am not like on a conference call or on my laptop, I feel like there are so many different stories at the airport, like the people and where they're going and where they're coming from and what they're carrying. And, to see some people with like really old, like vintage luggage. And I always wonder, like, when was the last time they traveled? Or is their bag just made that well that it has lasted that long? Just all of the things that come along with people watching and traveling as you see people coming, to and fro from their various destinations, and how they have dressed and how they have prepared themselves for travel. So, in this bag, and I know I keep saying I'm going to do it. I know I'm supposed to do, from now many moons ago, many years ago, a comparison between Dooney and Bourke and the Tote travel piece that I have. I've not forgotten. I just haven't filmed it yet, and I don't know how I want to actually present those two. But let's get into this bag. Oh. That's not all. There's more. Dust cover. These are huge for the travel pieces. I have some that are basically tents for some of the larger duty travel pieces that I have. I don't know if they even make them that large anymore, or if their regular travel pieces even come with dust bags anymore unless they're leather. But some of the earlier ones that were like coated cotton or cork, those did come with bags. So here it is empty. And even though it is not red, I love the fact that it's kind of got this blue purple vibe in the interior. It is I'm going to say, softer and slightly thinner textile lining. It doesn't feel as thick and as durable to me as the red textile that we've, some people love, some people hate. But here it is, big zipper pocket, slip pocket on the back wall, and on the front it has two large slip pockets. It's not cooperating, but two slip pockets. There is not a key keeper in here. It also does not come with a strap. But you could use one of the webbed straps and use it like as a crossbody or to give yourself a shoulder strap if you wanted to attach it to the hardware. And this is more of like an antique brass hardware. It's not the traditional gold. You don't see that? See all the dings? That's how, I mean, like, when I see people and their bags are all, I'm like, oh my goodness, just sit down and talk to me about travel. Where have you been? You have to have stories, right? Your luggage, your bag tells the story of your travels. However you've traveled, it tells the story of your travel. And again, I think that's why when it comes to my handbags, I'm a bit anal, maybe obsessed with the fact that it should come smooth because I want to write the story of that bag. But when it comes to travel pieces, aside from it being something major going on with the leather, particularly Florentine, it is already starting to tell the story of travels and weekends away and road trips and girls trips and birthday parties and overnights at, you know, somebody's house, or overnights at a hospital, or go bags, or I mean, just there are just so many things that the bag comes with from a story standpoint. So I like the fact that because this bag is not only deep but long and tall, you really can pack for a weekend. Now, I'm going to preface that by saying that like big, bulky sweaters and jeans and thermals and things like that for a weekend getaway, maybe it's an overnight. But this time of year when you have, you know, like your sundresses or maxi dresses and you got like your little thin or flat sandals and a toiletry, you could probably do an entire weekend for the summer in a bag like this. I just don't know that even with the best of packing that I can pack for a winter weekend in this size bag. Because the first thing I'm thinking about is I'm not going to be able to get my boots in here. Not and jeans and tops and things like that too. But I really do love this. There are still some things that it doesn't matter how far I stray. There are just some things that Dooney just does exquisitely. Their customer service and their shipping don't make that exquisite list, but there are some things that they do well. I will also say that, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of nostalgia, but I did place a Dooney order this week, Friday. Today's Sunday. Friday. I placed an order, and I know I've talked crap about the loyalty program, and it still, in my opinion, has some features that are just not, I'm just not a fan of. But that being said, I still used my $30 reward for that purchase that I placed on Friday. So I'd already gotten up to whatever the dollar amount is for you to get the max of 30 off, and I did that, and then turned around and placed another order and was able to get another $6 off. So for those of you that started the journey with me because of Dooney, I know I have been exploring brands, but I didn't just up and do that. You know, we talked about it. You knew it was coming. You've heard during Sip and Cusses and Feed Your Addiction the pain points that I've had with the brand. But I will say I've done my fair share of damage with Coach. I have definitely explored happily with MCM. But on occasion, I still go back to Dooney and Bourke and will pull the trigger. Not nearly as frequently as I have in the past, and I'm blaming them for that because the variety is not there. for me, but it is still my first handbag love because the quality, the leather. Let me tell you, I the other night I pulled out a bag. I was looking for well, don't worry about what I was looking for. But in my search, I ended up finding a bucket bag in the color. I'm sorry, it was a drawstring bag. Let me use the right term because that's right. Drawstring bag in chestnut leather. It was my everyday bag for a while. Y'all, let me tell you, when I pulled that bag out, like it was in the dust cover, and I was like, what is this, right? Trying to play in the guessing game of what bag is actually inside of this dust cover. And all I could hear was that squeakiness of the leather. Oh my goodness. I was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what color it is, but I'm keeping it in my collection because this leather is talking to me and I haven't even put my hands on it yet. I'll try to remember to pull it out and maybe post a picture on Instagram so that you can see what I'm talking about. It is absolutely buttery and soft and just, it's got a little bit of pebbling to it and it is absolutely phenomenal. You can look across the top of the bag, like, and you can literally see the thickness of the leather. That bag has probably been in my collection over 15 years. Oh, I don't. All right, we're going to stop talking about numbers. But it was absolutely amazing. And the leather just keeps getting softer and smoother. And I will tell you, I'm pretty excited that I found it and that I know exactly where it is. Because if I'm really, really trying to go matchy-matchy for a weekend or business trip travel, this piece for overnight or a weekend and that bag, they were made for each other. Absolutely perfect. So that's it. Happy birthday, tribe. Everyone, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up before you head out. If you are not following me on Instagram, I do a lot of posting over there, or at least I have during all of this stuff, just so that we can kind of stay connected. I appreciate the conversations this week on Instagram. I had conversations with Shirley, had conversations with Lucinda. Lucinda, I'm sending you to the Enabler Corner because you have been tempting me. And Mono's Beauty is going to follow you to the corner as well because she has not kept me from pulling any triggers either. It has been phenomenal to talk and to socialize in the different Facebook groups and texting and all of that other stuff. So if you, again, I'm going to continue to say it because I know that there are so many of you that are reluctant. You probably made a New Year's resolution this year that you were going to meet some new people, and now with everything going on, you can't get out. That doesn't mean you can't meet new people or that you can't be social. It doesn't mean that you can't Skype or Zoom with a new friend. It doesn't mean that you can't virtually shop with a new friend. Reach out to someone, connect with them on their social media, and make a new buddy. There is lots of amazing content. Please make sure that you go and check out my Tribe Sisters. Military Mom has a new video up. Sonja Covington has new content. Carmen Hawkins has her part 1 of her birthday haul up. Mrs. Q has both For Real Friday and a Brahmin bag reveal from that she posted. I'm gonna say the wee hours of this morning because I was still up when it went live, and I watched it last night. Make sure you stay to the very end because not only is it an amazing bag, but you hear an amazing story about how Mrs. Q actually got the bag because there was a connection made, but there is also some amazing bling. Just trust me, some amazing bling at the end of that video by someone right here in this community. So make sure that you stay to the very end until the final credits have rolled to make sure that you see what that bling is all about. You get to admire the bag, hear a tribe story, check out some bling, and maybe even find someone else that you would like to support as the result of Mrs. Q's live stream. Make sure that you check out Phenomenal Personality, Kimberly Mines, DJ King, Sus What, M Squared. Make sure that you are checking out My Pursuit of Happiness. Make sure that you are spending some time with Lucinda Quimley, Mono's Beauty, Candy Crusher, Honey is Natural, I'm Purse Happy too. Oh my goodness. I'm drawing a blank. Noble Strength has a couple of amazing videos. I did her devotion last week. It was a much needed, much uplifting. Some things that I really needed, probably the reminder of, and she did it in such an eloquent way. Oh my goodness. She's been gone from YouTube for a little bit. She popped back up. She owns an art gallery. Somebody help me out in the comments. I'm just like drawing. Sus, help me out. Help me out. Help me out. I am completely drawing up. Yes! Go Girl Mandy. The Closet Dive, and Amy Elizabeth have me looking at charms, and I'm like, my bag is heavy enough. Do I really need bag jewelry and bag bling and bling? That's what happens when you're being influenced. Of course, you would say yes because you don't believe I have any gaps in my collection, so I can start building that collection. Y'all see how the Closet Dive plays? She'll get you in trouble too. She will absolutely get you in trouble. Let me really quick make sure that you are hitting the thumbs up. Let's see. The Closet Dive, Carolyn Jurgensen, Ford Ducks, Penny Berry, Regina Ferguson, Diane Brody, Carolyn Lifford Sullivan, Vader May, Rosalind Ellis, DJ King, Diane Brody. I'm probably repeating names at this point. Shirley Saxton, Delise Harvey. Hi, Delise. Who else am I missing? Who did I not speak to in the beginning? Becky NTX, or is that Becky Next? I probably slaughtered that. Ingrid Scott, welcome. Phenomenal Personality. CF, hello. Who else am I missing? Carmen Hawkins. Is it Elisa Lavelle? I probably slaughtered that too. Charge it to my head, not my heart. Welcome, glad to have you. Who else did I maybe miss? Sabrina Smiles, welcome, long time no see. M Squared, who is hanging out in the Enabler Corner because of my purple small Addison purchase. Who else? I'm scrolling, and I think I got everyone, but B-Star, hello, welcome. It has been a full year since we've seen each other. Lucinda Quimley, who's also in the Enabler Corner. You ladies can exit stage right. Kim Johnson, Beverly Johnson. We got the Johnsons in here tonight. Welcome. I think I got everyone as soon as I say that. Diva 9000X, welcome. Happy Sunday. I'm scrolling. I think I already spoke to Diane Brody. I think I have everyone in the chat now. If you are watching and not participating in the chat, I hope that you will consider doing so in the future. Life Help Now, welcome. Diane Brody, I feel like I am repeating names now. I think my battery is dying, so it may have taken a pause. Kim Beeks, welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining. Samaria Robertson, welcome. Glad to have you. Military Mom, Rosalind Parnell, and I think that is everyone. Make sure that you are checking out the amazing content creators in this community. Most of us have tomorrow off. I know essential workers are essential every day. Thank you as well for your service during the state of the world today. For those of you that have family members that have served, those that have family members that paid the ultimate sacrifice, thank you so very much for your service. We often take for granted that it is just the servicemen and women that have served, but their families serve as well. There's the stress and the anxiety and the moves and all of the military and government hoopla, the deployments and care packages and all of that stuff that goes along with it, being away from important family events. So there are lots of people that have served and continue to serve in different ways. Do something tomorrow amazing for a veteran. Do something amazing to celebrate an essential worker that is making the sacrifice today. Y'all, we are, if you don't believe that we are in this together and that we are more alike than we are different, then I would just challenge, what planet are you living on right now that you cannot see that we really are all home together in this thing, trying to stay healthy and happy and entertained, and all probably having varying degrees of concerns about what's going on and just life in general. So thank you so very much for hanging out with me this evening. I do appreciate it. Make sure that you hit the thumbs up before you head out. If you are not subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so. We will likely, somebody will be back on tomorrow, or there will be video upload, so don't miss out on that. And we will see you all back on Friday night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on Mrs. Q's channel for Feed Your Addiction. And I will be back on, Mrs. Q's is For Real Friday, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on Mrs. Q's channel. And then I will be back on Sunday for Feed Your Addiction. Take care, everyone. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Until next time, I do hope you find something that feeds your Dooney addiction.